It's okay. I'm kind of nervous, a bit.
What's up?
Can you
Nervous?
hear me?
Yeah, nervous about the session as a whole, or what are you nervous about?
Yeah, yeah. I guess
Is it because of the stream? Is it because of what? Why would you say you're nervous?
because of the stream, it's also a thing. Yes, I
Mm,
don't think I like it that much, but it's fine.
mm.
And also, I don't know. No, it's I this is my first time doing this, so
I got you. Welcome, man. I'll do my best to make it smooth. Um, so, and if you haven't already done this, please don't have Twitch chat open. It doesn't help anybody. Um,
no.
Trust me, you'll as a streamer of 10 years, your best option if you're going to be streaming is or on stream is not looking at the chat that's watching you. I can tell you that that only leads to bad things. Um,
Sure.
but yeah. So I have on here that you're a 5K carry player. You've been playing for 10 years, and
Yeah.
your main struggles that you feel are rotations and power spikes. And you're trying to understand the immortal mindset. That's your goal. That's what you said. That sound about right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
So why you said you hard to find a good replay, had horrible games lately. When you say horrible games, what makes them horrible?
Uh Griefing. They grief.
I
They
see.
My teammates don't like something and they lose the game.
When you say
It's
griefing, are they like literally breaking their items or what's going on?
well, my last game, um, my position 5 warlock started putting sentries on camps to block it.
Hmm.
Funny. And I
But
stopped playing for a reason. I don't know.
I
You
see.
know, it shouldn't happen, but it happens and the ruins your MMR.
Has that been happening a lot
It
recently?
happens all the time. If
Hmm.
I queue solo, it's all the time. It's 50-50 the games.
Hmm. Feel you.
But
That
yeah, I
sounds pretty
have
frustrating.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I have like a I don't know, have a support replay or something.
Oh, okay. I had you as a carry. Were you wanting to get coached on support today?
I don't have a good replay. Like I can my draw replay, but it's not good. So
Yeah, I mean today it's up to you, but it part of the package is to
yeah,
have me coach you on a live game, like actually watch you live. Was that something you're
yeah.
interested in, or would you predominantly be wanting to look at replays?
No, I want a live one
Okay, gotcha.
so I can queue.
Um, so I guess my question is for your live
Like I
game,
have.
what role do you want to play?
I want to play a carry because I think it'd be better for me. I feel like I can control the game with support more than the carry. If I am behind the carry, I cannot, win the game.
Hmm.
Like for me, it's hard.
Sorry, so you feel like you have more control as carry or more as support?
A support.
Hmm.
So I want you to, show me the carry way.
I see. You have a recent carry game that I can check a look at pretty quickly, just to give you, even if there's a griefer, just to get an idea of your playstyle.
I was griefing. Oh, yeah, fine. Play this one. Uh, but I give here.
Sure. Thank you. So what would you say your hero pool is?
Carry, Jug, Ursa, um, Anti-Mage. Yeah. I I played Dusa a lot. Dusa is my highest hero, win rate hero.
Were you the guy that
So
I had the discussion with on Slardar, I think it was?
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Ah, I recognize you now. Hello, sir.
Yeah. Hello.
Welcome back.
Kinda. I start talking shit for no reason. I don't know. It happens. and I cannot stop.
You start talking shit?
It was a back and forth, but I just couldn't stop. In the end, I mute him, but it doesn't feel good.
Mm.
I try to, yeah,
Why do you
I
feel
don't
the
know.
need to maybe this is a wrong question. What happens when somebody shit talks you? Like what goes on in your head that when that happens?
They are wrong. They don't know what they're talking about.
Hmm. I remember discussing this with you, actually. Um
I haven't changed my mind. I should. I don't know. I haven't.
what's interesting, I guess here. So
Like,
I mean, the viewers are lacking some context, but I'm not gonna like go into depth about the context. I'm gonna stick to you and me here. There's I'm not here to convince anyone to change their mind. I'm generally here to
oh,
tell you guys what I think is the best approach and why I think that. And
yep.
it's up to you if it sounds appealing to you. You know what I mean? Like it sounds like that would work for you. Um so, I try to be consistent in my messaging as much as possible. What I had a discussion with you back then, and I don't know how well I worded it or anything, but every time we focus on who's right or wrong, we're not focusing on doing a good job. Like there's no
Okay.
such thing as being, in my opinion, there's no such thing as being able to simultaneously decide who's right or wrong and also make a logical decision. Because the idea of right and wrong in and of itself is very like ego based, it's very emotionally driven, it's very pride
Even
based.
in a video game, even this game.
Absolutely. Are you telling
Okay.
me that what you feel when you say to him that he's wrong is not emotionally driven? Would you say that that is anything other than emotionally driven?
No, it's emotional. Yes.
So what I'm
Yes.
saying is when you start thinking about right and wrong, you will naturally, I'm not, and it's not you, I'm not saying you particularly, I'm saying anyone will start to become more emotional because it becomes like a pride thing. It becomes ego. It becomes an argument rather
Mm.
than I'm just trying to do my best. Like that's a very neutral statement. Like if I were to respond, I'm just trying to do my best. Like that's a very neutral statement. And if I have that statement going on in my head, what I'm trying to argue is that will, like, whatever I say, whatever emotion it carries with it, that's the emotion I will feel. So I'm trying, right now I'm just showing you that if you think that guy's wrong, that is already making you angry. Like you're gonna be very angry. Like there's just no way around that.
Okay. Uh, I think I have like a comparison or something.
Yeah,
I think somebody or you or they talked about like Dota is like in real life. They would compare it to like a job, like a
that
normal
was me, I
job,
think. Yeah.
and they talk in their offices and whatever, and they try to be friendly with each other and you know helpful, right?
Yeah.
But but the way I see Dota, I see it. Um, Succession? That's a TV show.
I've
The
seen like 2/3 of I've seen like 8 episodes.
I think their like whole vibe is not to be pleasant with each other, even if they want to agree to do something. They're not pleasant to each other, not friendly, because they don't need to be friendly because they have a goal to win or to get money or something. I have the same feeling in Dota. I don't want like, hey, let's do my best. I don't think it pushes me in the right way. I don't want to do my best. That's what's my best. I want to win. I want to beat them. That's how I view it. This game, at least.
I
It's not pleasant in Dota. Is nothing pleasant for me in Dota. It's never. I don't play it for fun. It's not nothing pleasant. I just I
what
want to have plus 25.
here's the question. So obviously you're the one coming to me, right? Like And I'm not saying that in any other way than like I don't need to be having this conversation in the sense that like you're welcome to think any way you want. Like the last thing I'm gonna do is tell you that your way of thinking is wrong. What I'm trying to say here is that by thinking about winning and by thinking about who is right and wrong, I think you will be very angry.
I am
Like
angry.
that's what I'm saying. So I'm I'm saying to you that if you're coming to me and telling me about your like in the other session we had, I was under the impression you wanted me to help you deal with the anger. I might be wrong, but like it would seem like a pretty big forefront part of your thing. Would you like to? I guess I'll ask actually. Would you like to be angry all the time in your games? Like, is that how you prefer to play?
Well, I don't start the game angry. I get angry during the game.
Yes, because the
When I start the
second that
game,
somebody tells you you're wrong, you're gonna get angry. And what percentage of Dota games do people do that? That's like a pretty high portion. So, like, if I'm thinking, like, if I'm somebody and I'm saying, yeah, I take pride in getting angry at every little thing that goes wrong and anything that somebody says to me, like,
like
that's
yes,
not something I would take pride in personally.
yes.
That's what I'm
And
trying to
what
say to
about
you.
if I see mistakes in other people? I see, like for example, this replay. He did a maledict in time. I couldn't kill this guy, right?
Yeah,
I'm like, the threshold, raised up a bit. And next mistake, even more. Next mistake, even more. How do how and what I cannot control this, right?
you
So I just
cannot.
have to
Yeah,
see him uh, placing his spells and just see again and then again and again and say, do your best. It's okay. That's that's what I should do. Because I can't. What
hmm. I gave you what I said.
you don't have
I
it
wasn't
doesn't happen to you
particularly.
in these games. Or
So what I've learned in the last 3 or 4 years, when I started on like stoicism train, it's a long train, it's a buzzword, it means a lot of different things to different people. So I'm going to tell you what it means to me. What stoicism means to me is that I've learned that every second of my day that I'm worried about things I can't do anything about, I feel all sorts of negative emotions: anger, anxiety, frustration, all types of stuff. And so what I've learned is to spend a lot of time thinking carefully about that, realizing, yeah, that gives me a lot of negative emotion to think about things I can't do anything about. So then I'm like, well, I can only control what I do when something happens. So I need to think about my approach to how do I stop thinking about this witch doctor? Like, that's what I did. I spent 4 years thinking, how do I stop thinking about what this witch doctor is doing? And how do I redirect this towards something I can control? Because if I spend my time thinking about other people doing other things, then I will get angry, anxious, disappointed, frustrated. I will get these things. I noticed that over a long period of time. And so I've come to the conclusion that when I see these emotions, when I see anger, I'm like, oh, I'm thinking about what somebody else is doing that I can't do anything about. What would I rather be thinking about that would make me not so angry? Like, that's how I think about it. So I've learned that I get less angry when I feel empowered, and I feel empowered when I think about what I can do. That's the formula I've found over the 4 or 5 years. I'm not trying to paint it a pretty picture that it's like really easy to be like, I'm just doing my best. Like, I gave you the result of like 4 years of like, yeah, if I just say that every time and I truly believe it, then it becomes very peaceful to play this game. It really does. But, and for me, when I'm peaceful, I play better. I'm not trying to be some Zen, like fucking guru guy telling you, like, just vibe, man. I'm just saying I enjoy the game more, and I'm trying to help other people enjoy the game more. And, and I can tell that you care. I can tell you care a lot. And so, like, I'm here having this discussion with you because I can tell you're really angry, and I can tell it sucks. Like, I can tell that the people on your team consistently let you down and that you dwell on it for a long period of time. And I can't stop them from being late in their maledict, but I can talk to you about how that mistake, you're like, imagine if we all walked through life. Like, I just want you to think about this for a second. Imagine this in a real life scenario. Imagine that, like, you're in a class of like 20 people in a room, and everyone's just taking notes of all the times that somebody says stupid shit or that somebody makes a mistake. Like, we're all just watching each other to see each other mess up. For me, this is like a miserable existence. Like, what are we fucking doing here? Are any of us accomplishing anything? Like, is anybody actually
Yeah,
accomplishing anything meaningful if we're staring at each other making mistakes? It's like I have
I
so
think
many. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I'm
yeah.
talking my ass
No,
off.
you're saying the Stoicism. Alexander the Great was like this, right? Nobody liked him because he was like this. He accounted on every mistake. I think I hope I'm not wrong, but because of the Stoicism, no, Stoicism puts you in a high place,
I
but
don't think
then
so.
you get you get trapped. No, you get trapped in their own rules, right? You have to do this, this, this. But if you wanna be like this, you have to uh, judge others somehow.
How,
That's what I'm wrong
why do I have to judge others?
because you are so high.
But I can see how
Because
that naturally leads to that in some people. I could see how in your experience you may have seen people who call themselves stoic that seem on their high horse all the time. I don't think it's naturally connected though. Like, I don't think, like, I think they can be
okay,
associated, but I don't think it's like because I'm stoic, I'm on like a high horse. I think people perceive it that way a lot of the time. And there are
no,
people that are stoic that are on their high horse for sure.
because they are stoic, people perceive them as on a high horse, but they're not. But they have high standards. They're not. They want everybody to be the same as them, but they have high standards, and because the high standards, people think they are on a high horse.
You think stoics
Yeah,
want everybody to be the same as them?
think well, uh, not not everybody can be stoic, but everybody can, you know, walk through the path of being stoic.
Hmm. Yeah, it's interesting. I guess just for me, I
Yeah, okay. It's too long.
go ahead.
It's a too long discussion.
I mean, at the end of the day,
Maybe.
I find this stuff interesting, so I don't mind
Well,
having it.
I find it also. Yes. Okay.
Um, I mean, we're gonna get to the coaching session eventually, I guess. But what I'm, I guess, let's just take a brief reset for a second.
Yep.
I kind of asked you this question last time, and I need to know what I'm doing here. Why did you sign up for my coach?
Because you are a good guy, and I'm not a good guy, and I want to be like you.
Okay.
And I watched one of your videos, and I don't know, you seem like red, and I can respect that, and I can see something I can learn.
Hmm. I appreciate that. So
Yep.
you are,
I don't know if good bad guy, but like I don't know.
I mean, I respect that, man. For me, I became this way technically. Like, I don't even want to like label what this way means, but for me, I got shaped this way because I met people along the way that I thought the exact same thing. Where I thought, I want whatever that guy has. Like, not like possessions, but like that guy seems to enjoy his life more than I do. So I would like to have that. And I knew it was like a mentality thing. I knew it was something to do with the way I was approaching life as a whole. So that's where I was spending the last 5 years or so, was talking to people like this. And some of them are Dr. K, Blitz, just as like names within the Dota or like within the esports space. For me, um, even people like Shiva and Owen have actually had like a significantly positive impact on my life. Jenkins as well. Um, and for me, a lot of that came with, um,
It's good to have friends. I have no friends, so that's good for you.
yeah. I mean, sadly, in this day and age, it's happening more and more. Between the ages of like 25 and 28, I didn't have any friends. And it really sucks for many of us. I was just to give you a quick rundown for me. I was very popular in high school. I had a depressed phase in college, and then I became a 60-hour a week streamer from age 25 to 29, and over time I slowly but surely alienated myself from all of my friends. So I went into this period of life where I had no friends. And that was the point I was at where I said something's fucking wrong here. Like this isn't what my life, like this can't just be my life, is working 60 hours a week with no friends, sitting inside. You know, that was the day that was kind of around the time, maybe I was like 28ish, where I decided like I don't want to do this anymore. So, and this is me saying that it sounds like there's a lot of similarities between where you're at and where I was then. Um, and so perhaps that's why I resonate with you, is because you see something like, I think when we say that type of stuff, that like that person resonates with me and stuff, is because we have this detection that this guy understands me to some degree, like he's been me before or knows what it's like to be me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, and that's true. Like I wouldn't call myself like very angry, but I was becoming more and more angry between the ages of like 25 and 29ish, 28. And if you ask people about me growing up, I was not angry. Like I was not an angry person. So for me to be like bitter slash angry at all is like,
Dota made you angry.
yeah,
Yes, that's what I understand.
I would say to some degree. To some degree,
Yeah,
it wasn't just Dota. I don't think that would do justice like what exactly caused me to be angry. But Dota was it definitely didn't help. A large portion of the Dota community is very angry, and emotions are infectious. So, um, and I think the one
yeah,
reason that people get that stoic people are on a high horse is because when people get riled up emotionally and you don't, there's a word for this, but Dr. K talked about it. There's a word for this, but when somebody gets riled up emotionally, and then so say somebody's really angry and they scream at me, and I don't match their anger, it actually
yeah.
makes them more angry. Um, because they're like angry that I'm not also angry. So
Or maybe they don't understand you. I think also.
I think it's partially because they think this person should be angry. Like, why isn't this person also angry? So yeah, it is like a degree of not understanding. Like, you're like, you can't just do that. You can't just be like, yeah, I did my best. Like, to some degree, it sounded like you got angry that that was my approach. Like,
Yeah.
so, and it's quite frankly because I gave you my sentence that I said that I've come to after like 5 years of this shit. So like, how many
Oh,
steps between then and now had to happen? How much context was required? How many trial and errors? Like, how many attempts did I have to go through to get to this conclusion? And
yeah.
so it's not like I expected you to understand that, because 5 years ago me wouldn't have understood that either. So he would have been equally confused and
So,
maybe bitter about
so
it
I
as
have to
well.
go through. I have to go through bullshit, right?
You have
To
to go through a
understand
lot
this.
of
I have
bullshit
to.
for sure.
All right.
A
It's
lot
like
of
the
bullshit.
same as everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
when you change something or
Yes.
something, you
A
have
lot of
to.
bullshit. A lot of
And
bullshit.
and denial. I guess I'll be in denial. I don't understand, right? What I'm
Yeah.
doing. Okay.
That's the honestly the biggest first step I think anyone can make is just knowing, is admitting to themselves what I'm doing right now doesn't fucking work, and what I want to be doing I will not understand right now. And so something that you don't understand suddenly becomes framed as, how do I learn more about that? And you start thinking about that in a different way. That's like basically the mindset shift that I had to have. I had at one point, it took me like 2 years to get there, by the way. So it's like more of a spoiler alert, but it's like
Mm.
at one point I'm just like, I have to admit to myself that there's just a lot of shit that I don't know. And there's a lot of shit that I'm doing like that isn't serving me very well, and that the right, not the right answers per se, but the answers that I prefer, the ones that will make me happier, healthier, more productive, all that kind of shit, better at Dota, like all these answers are from mindset shit that I don't get. I look at somebody like Insania on Team Liquid, who's like super, super calm, relaxed, nice guy who plays Dota all
Yeah.
day, and I'm just like, how the fuck? Like what? What is this? You know? And so like I just look at that, and to some degree there's like a line of bitterness in there that's kind of like envy, jealousy of like, how the fuck can he do that? Like
Yeah, but can
he's
I say one thing? I think with pro players, they have this thing, right? Like they don't get like emotional in any way,
yeah.
in any sorts of
Not all of them,
yeah.
but yeah, a lot of them don't get
Yeah, but
emotional. Yeah,
that's a very required thing,
it
right? Because
is.
you get emotionally fucked. So
Yeah, I mean, I've talked about this on stream before, but
oh,
I know that the mentality issues I had that I'm talking to you about are why I didn't make it as a player. Like this is why I didn't make it. Like I wholeheartedly believe I had all the necessary tools to be a tier 1 player except for the mentality, which is a big one. It's a big except. But like
it is.
yeah, and so that's why like nowadays,
Unfortunately,
yeah,
can I not just fucking raw dog the game? Just play the game and emotion everything and just win. There's no way like this. You have to, you know,
I mean, I don't believe so. Like, if I mean,
swim
I ain't
into.
gonna teach you it if there is one. I'm not because out of I don't want to teach you it. I just don't know it, so I ain't gonna teach you it. Um,
I don't
I'd
know.
love to
Sometimes I
tell you
just want to
sure,
queue
but
a game, just win it. Queue, win, easy. Just
that
win.
does sound
It's
easy.
not. It's
Well, I
not
can tell
happening.
you that in my 5 years, the one thing I've learned is if it's something that's good for me, the one thing it'll be is difficult.
Piece of shit game. Why it's like this? It's not
I
fair.
mean, it's not just Dota, man. It's all life. The shit that's worth doing is
Like,
difficult.
why this game?
Why is this game so difficult?
Yeah.
I mean, Dota brings out the worst in us, man. That's part of why I love it so much, is because it. There's been so many times in my last 5 years where I'm like, if I can figure out how to handle this in Dota, I can do anything. Like, I can do literally fucking anything. Because, like, there's nothing more stressful that I'll ever experience in real life than fucking having 3 people dogpile on me about why I'm so bad and shit in a game where I'm trying my fucking best and I'm getting all anxious and pissed and shit
I
like
was
that.
thinking of something. Like when they're learning in the cook school, the chefs, and some big chef come to the little chef and throw at him insults, and you're not supposed to get bothered by them still. So that show the bear. That was the scene,
Yeah,
and maybe realize like if somebody talks shit to you about your skills, right? And if you get mad at them, that means you're not confident in your skills. You're not believe that you're good enough.
true.
You think they might be right,
Yeah.
and you should not let this get to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
true. That
yeah,
aligns with what I think. Yes. I don't want to say that's
yeah.
true, but that aligns with what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for me it's, I mean, what I'll say is this, man. If I had one like nugget for you, I guess, is the only things that we judge other people for are the things we judge ourselves for. So our biggest insecurities are the things we judge others on the most. That's like a big thing that I've learned in the last few years. And so every time I find myself judging other people a lot, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, what am I insecure about?
And what
Like
what am I insecure about?
your own Dota play.
What is
It has to be because
my
that's,
own?
yeah, it has to be something like that. I mean, you're the only one that can answer that question. But
No. Yeah.
Like if you're judging this witch doctor, there's something you're insecure about. I can't. I mean, I gave an answer that was wrong of me. Like that would be my answer if I was you, but it could be something else.
I try to understand what you're saying. That's why I'm asking. Not.
Yeah. I mean, for you, like that's for me. I'm saying the question that I learned to ask myself is, what am I insecure about? But the only person that can answer that question is me. Like nobody else knows that answer. I've learned that insecurities are usually very specific and very random. Like if I try to guess your insecurity like I just did, which was bad, I'll be right like a small portion of the time. You know, only you can
Yeah.
answer that question, to be honest. So, um,
Yep.
that's just for me. That's why I teach people questions. That's why in Dota sessions I teach people questions because if I give you answers, then that's gonna work in like the time that I showed you. But if I give you questions, those can be applied to every single scenario, and it also leaves you to do your own thing, to have your own play style, interpret it your own way, find what works best
Uh,
for you, that kind of stuff.
like the Bible, huh? The Bible is like this. I think
I mean, I
gives
read the
you
Bible when I was a
quotes.
kid, but I'm not really religious, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Yeah.
So, but maybe I think the Bible is generally like more thought provoking than rather this is how you do it sort of thing. Um,
Yeah. It gives you questions you're supposed to answer.
yeah, I believe that. That makes
Life.
sense. But yeah, man. So what is it? It's been like half an hour. Um, my goal
It's
in
nice.
my goal in today's session, if I had one, because I could watch
Yep.
this replay, but we literally stopped talking after you got really mad at this witch doctor at minute 45 seconds. Um, you know my thought for you from all of this is that I'm not going to tell you be more stoic, be more chill, be less angry, but I am going to tell you what I believe is leading to your anger, which is judging your teammates and um worrying about being right and worrying about winning because those are the things that I think are making you um, angry. Now, I can't say for sure, but that's what I think. And for me, there's a fine
Well,
line between I'm trying the best I can and I'm trying to win this game. The interesting part about it is when you are trying the best you can, your odds of winning go up. Like they just do, because that's what it takes to win a game. But it also sounds very cheesy to somebody who doesn't think that way. They're just like, well, what does that mean? Like, am I just pep talking myself? The point is that when I found that when the result of what I'm thinking is binary, right or wrong, win or lose, then I will have very roller coaster takeaways from things. I'll either be really happy because I won or really upset because I lost. But if my questions are more um on a scale, on a spectrum, like I'm trying my best this game. How close was this to my best? Like, that's what I mean. And what happens is if I think I'm trying my best here, but this didn't feel like my best, I then find out, like, I then have to ask myself, well, why didn't I do my best there? And then over the years, I came to these simple conclusions of like, I was really fucking hungry. I didn't sleep very well. I just had 2 bad games in a row. I haven't practiced CSing on Clinks in 2 years. Like, I come up with answers. But if I ask myself after a game, why didn't I win? It's like, what do I do with that? Because 90% of that loss is due to 9 other players in the game. So there's 1,000 answers to that question, 900 of which are outside of my control. And as I said
right.
earlier,
Right.
that
Can
makes
I
me
ask?
pissed.
And what you control then? What you control? You
You
control
control
only
your
your hero,
hero
and
and your
only what you do.
reactions. Your actions and your reactions are what you control, in my opinion. You
Yeah.
can't control
And
outcomes and you
how
can't
you win a
control
game?
what?
How you win a game? How you win a game when everybody thinks the same? Or yeah,
What do you mean? How do you win a game?
how you
I mean, if
destroy the
everybody
ancient.
thought this way,
When?
then we'd all be the exact same MMR. Like, because we all think this way. But what I'm saying is, I know for a
Right.
fact for myself, I play infinitely worse when I'm dwelling on my teammates' mistakes. I've called myself out on stream. Part of the reason I stopped streaming is because I became more likely to be a whiny little bitch. Like, I just whined all day on stream because I was venting to
Right.
my viewers, talking about how shit this, like, my teammate is, because it makes me feel better in the moment. But what it doesn't do is win the fucking game. Like, that's what I don't do. So part of why I love playing pubs off stream is because I'm able to much better spend mental energy emotionally composing myself, because I'm not naturally composed yet. Like, I'm not one of those like where it's like my natural state to be emotionally composed. I still have to put a lot of mental energy into being emotionally composed. Like, it's not a natural state for me. So I don't know if it is a natural state for anybody, but I know for me it takes a lot of effort. So when I was streaming, I
Right.
noticed like in my growth journey or whatever, while I was streaming, I was a whiny little bitch. And like now that I'm off stream, I'm like, I'm not such a whiny little bitch anymore. That's cool. Like, I'm actually able, because I'm spending a lot of my focus and energy going into the game mentally prepared, thinking about what I'm going to do, thinking about my approach for this game, like
Can I
making,
ask
yeah.
how you make your teammates smoke with you and understand why, and like get an objective and understand why.
I mean,
Is there no lang, or I can, because the way I do it, I make them
the
go here
way
because
that
I say
you
so.
could quote
You know.
unquote make that guy understand why is to load up the replay with him after the game and have a 30-minute back and forth discussion about that play. That's how you
Yeah,
could
that's
make him
happening in
understand
the
why.
chat at the end of the game. No, in the chat at the end of the game, he didn't TP here, he didn't war
No,
here, he
that's
didn't
that's not
buy
a
us.
discussion. That's just like bickering. That's not a discussion.
Sure.
A
Yeah,
discussion is,
because
what's your approach
when you
here?
watch
What are
the
you
replay.
thinking? What's going on here? What are you going for here? What's going on in your mindset this game? Like, that's what I would ask somebody. And then I would say, I really wanted to smoke here for these, and these reasons. What were you trying to do? And then they'd tell me what they're trying to do, and then I would understand
That's
their perspective better. And then I would try to
But
make those connect. You can't do any of this
in
in
the
the game.
game. So how do I smoke three people then? How do I make when it happens?
You call
Then
for a smoke and say, go
yes,
here, and they either
yes,
do or they don't.
yes. They do or they don't.
Yes.
All right.
And
Okay.
then when they don't,
If they
what you
do,
do with that is what matters.
okay. So they didn't smoke with me now.
Yeah.
Then I have to change my whole strat, do something else they want, and keep
Not
the
they
smoke
want,
for.
just something else. It doesn't have to be about who
Well,
wants what.
what
You're just
but what
doing
I'm
something.
doing, it affects. I think whatever I'm doing, if I'm on a side of the map, therefore together they lose the fight because I'm not there, or what I am also matters.
What
So
I'm saying
it's
is,
the
when
same.
you don't get smoked, the reality of the situation changes. My goal
Yes.
would be to look at the reality of the situation as objectively as possible. It's very difficult. I'm not trying to make it sound easy. And say, what do I do now? Now that I know my team does not want to smoke with me, what do I think is the optimal play to win this game? Is it to sit
Can
behind
I,
them? Is it to play on the opposite side of the map? Is it to go try to solo Roche? Like, what's the play? What do I think is the most
have you ever
optimal
been
play here?
in situation like this when this one decision is losing the game? Like this, you do this, you win the game. You do this, you don't do this, you lose the game. Have you ever? Are you familiar with this?
My
You know how it
response to
feels.
your question is that I believe there is a high degree of arrogance required to say that I know the one play that decided the game. Like, who do I think I am to look at this millions of actions that happen in this game and decide that what that happened there decided it? There could have been 100
Well,
things that happened earlier in the game that I didn't notice
so then how you
that
get
changed the
better
game.
at the game? I don't understand. I really am confused. How do you get
By
better then?
observe, I mean, you're asking like very like, how do I skip 3 years ahead situations? What I'm trying to say is that you control your reaction and your action. So rather than judging how do I win this game, if I judge my individual actions and talk about what I think I could have done best here. So like, okay, your witch doctor is late to maledict. Now what? Like, how does this, like, what do you do now? Like,
I
that's the
keep my mouth
question.
shut, but
No,
I remember him.
nothing to do with what you do with your mouth or talking. I'm just saying your
Yeah.
Juggernaut playing against Sand King in a Dota game. He's late on Witch Doctor with his Maledict. How does this affect what you are now going to do next? It means you have what, 300 less gold, and you're now going to go hit creeps. Is that what? Like, you're like,
Gonna
okay.
kill it anyway.
I mean, that's fine.
It's my kill.
Yeah. So then sweet. He's dead. Cool. But like, if he didn't die there, then you'd be like, oh, okay, I'm going to static the lane right here because Sand King's really low and I don't want him to be able to walk up. Like, that's what I would say if Sand King lived there. Like, I would just say, okay, Sand King lived because, like, Sand King lived. I don't care why. Sand King lived. He's up here now with 100 HP.
Yep.
And anytime I judge the situation as this guy should have done that or this could have happened, any hypotheticals, then what I'm not judging is literally what's in front of my face, which is a Sand King at 100 HP up here and a Venom, level 1, with Gale and Boots. And I have
Yes.
these
Okay.
items.
But
yeah.
sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
right? There are, what do you, in my experience, there are sometimes some things that whole team must do together to win the game. Not because of the arrogance, but because, the game made it in such a way that they have to do it. And if they don't, they're griefing. And is there still arrogance to think like this? Yeah.
I think the
You
arrogance
know what I mean?
comes in thinking that there's one specific way to do things. Like, it's like a
Okay.
very,
Okay.
very, like a very
So there is not
vague
one way.
hypothetical. What I'm saying
Okay.
is there will always be some theoretical perfect, but like that's just not how life works. Like, not just Dota, but like,
Exactly. Like in chess, like when you gambit some shit in chess, you are behind some pieces, some pawns, right? You don't like you go aggressive. You do you you know you pro react. You don't wait. You do it same like in this game. You don't wait. You have to do something.
okay, okay. So here's what's so earlier what I said to you is that I I am going to tell you what I think and what I would recommend for you. That's the nature of this coaching session. Even then, and I mean this genuinely, I don't view my approach as better than yours. I view my approach as the one that has made me happier and better at this game, and I would recommend it to you. And there's like a big difference in this view. And it sounds like a load of bullshit if you don't think this way, in my opinion. Like, if I was told this 5 years ago, what I said to you just now probably sounds like a load of bullshit. But there's a fine line in there somewhere. There's this line where I think what's best for me and the best in the situation, as opposed to this is the best answer. This is the best that I know right now, rather than this is the best answer. There's no like absolute there, because if I think this is the best that I know now, that leaves an open mind to other options. And sometimes I may have already been quote unquote right. Maybe I already chose the best thing. But in that situation, great. I already know the best thing, fantastic. But in the situations where I happen to be wrong, or not even wrong, but happen to have something I could have learned there, I will learn something and you will not. Because you're caught up on thinking your thing's the best. And so what I'm trying to say to you in this coaching session, and I can't force you to do anything. I'm not going to try to force you to do anything. I said this to you earlier, was that when I saw somebody in my life that had something that I'm like, I would like to try to be more like this person. I don't want it to, like, in the past, I used to kind of have like idealization issues where I would put people on pedestals and shit. And I don't want anybody to put me on a pedestal. And I'm not saying you are. Sometimes it happens though. The point is that when I see what they want, all I'm trying to when I talk to them, it's hard sometimes because there's a lot of emotions and ego and shit that gets in the way, but I just want to hear what they're saying and try my best to agree with it. Not agree with it per se, but try my best to see through their eyes of like, what does this guy fucking mean? But what's happened every time that I've told you something is you present me with an exception or a reason that it wouldn't work. That's what you've presented me with. So in this coaching session, we're just not going to go anywhere because like if I'm trying to talk to you about something and your response is something along the lines of that wouldn't work for me or what about this or have you ever felt this way? Like don't you get it? It's like I can't do anything with that. You know, like I don't need you to leave this session today and come back in a month and say, BSJ, you're right, you're enlightened. I don't need you to say that. But if you are talking to me in this session that you paid for, I think the only way you're getting the most out of it is if you assume I am correct and try to figure out how that works. Like,
Yes.
I think that's the best way for
Well,
you to
honestly,
learn from this.
I
Yeah.
played this game a lot solo queue,
Yeah.
and I guess echo chamber, right? I
Yeah. It
didn't
is. It's a huge echo
really.
chamber. Huge echo chamber.
Yes. So this is how I learned to play the game. I don't know.
Absolutely.
It's nothing like personality wise, or this is how I approach this game, and I can see it's wrong. It's I get angry. It's not good. I lose when I should win, and
I feel
I
that.
can see it's wrong. So it's not good. So I want something. I want to win. And when you say that, you know, I won't be enlightened if I listen to you or something.
I'm not trying to say you'll be enlightened. That's not what I'm trying to say.
It's not. Even if it happens, it's just something that I was looking for to it. It's not something I will, be in denial about. If like I agree with what you say, but then my own thoughts I won't because it's my own experience, not what you say. No, I I want to change this. This is not good. I hate trash talking. I hate losing behavior score. I don't know. I just ping sometimes in 2 games. 2 guys, I lose 1,000 behavior score. I just want to be, do my best
You know, the
on
thing
this.
is, man, I'm not like I'm really trying to help people with mentality. Um, but it's not like I'm like I say this 100 times over. I'm not some guru, and it's still new to me to try to teach people mentality. Like the amount of years I've spent teaching people how to play Dota is far more than years that I've spent trying to help people think better about the game. Like it's so I'm still new to this kind of stuff. And so sometimes like I'm
Okay.
99% sure that if Dr. K was in this session right now that he'd be helping you more than I am, right? And because what you're
Wait,
talking
you want to
about
teach me Dota, right? Not
yeah.
therapy.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm saying no. What I'm saying is, I'm happy to have these mentality discussions. I'm just
Yeah.
also, it's still a work in progress. So usually my coaching sessions nowadays are more like 70% Dota, 30% mentality. Because I do think I offer value when it comes to mentality, but I also like I do think a large portion of your problem is mentality. I think you know that. Um, and I do
Very
think
deep somehow.
what
Yeah. It's very deep. It's levels to this
there are
thing.
levels for sure. I mean, it took me fucking 5 years to come from about where you are right now, and that's not trying to say I'm ahead of you. That's saying that like I know where you're at. I have a good idea. I've been there,
Yeah.
and I know how many layers there are. I've fucking dug them up. I've dug them all up, and every time you think I finally got there, you're like, and then the problem with the layers is the deeper you go, each layer hurts more. So that's the problem. Um, but
Is it worth it?
it's 100% fucking worth it. I mean, like,
Oh, fuck yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
fuck yeah, bro. It's
Okay.
100% worth it, dude. I wouldn't take it back for anything. My life has completely changed course. Like, if I projected my life out, this is gonna sound really snarky, and I'm gonna say it because it's how I truly feel. If I didn't make the change around age 28, if I just kept on that trajectory, I would be approximately like Mason right now. Like that's the trajectory I was on. And quite frankly, from my perspective, that's just like the last person I would like to model myself off of. And so there's a lot of comparison and ego in that. But I also have been honest with myself, like that's what I would be like. I would just be a 33-year-old guy raging at a fucking video game, screaming and slamming my desk, and saying inappropriate
Yeah.
things and logging off. Like that was the path that I was on. And I was just like, fuck that. That sucks. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's not a
So
good life.
I mean, it's up. I like to word it as that's not the
I
life
said it,
I
Matthew. It's
want.
okay.
Not the life I want.
Yeah.
Is for me the how I prefer to word it. So here's the deal, man. We can't as much as I really did enjoy that conversation. We've spent an hour theorizing about mentality in the game of
Yeah.
Dota 2. My goal
Yeah.
for today is I have no idea. This is a bit experimental for me. But my goal for today is to I kind of need you to trust me that and maybe that's the wrong way to go about it, but I need you to trust me that
No.
I
Yeah, I
understand
100% trust you.
I understand how you feel in these games. I understand what you're thinking towards your witch doctor for that maledict. But what I'm going to
Yeah.
do in these games is try to redirect your focus to the thing you can control. Okay? Like that's what I'm going to try to do. I don't know if it's going to work, but that's what I'm going to try.
Yep.
Okay? Because in each
Yep.
situation, I know you will spend a lot of time dwelling on things you can't control. So when you try to smoke with your team and it doesn't fucking work, I'm going to say, okay, like your team's not smoking with you, enemies all top, probably best to TP bottom. Like TP away from them, split push. Like that's just the best thing to do in that point from my perspective. That's what I'm going to try to do in this live session, okay?
Yep.
I don't know how it's going to go, but we're going to try it out. I'm fine with whatever hero you want to pick. We ended up like not reviewing that replay at all, except for the first play. I'm fine with whatever hero you want to pick. I guess my question
It's
is,
ugly.
are you below 10k behavior score? Sounds like you probably are.
Yep.
Okay, so then you will need to. I hope your internet is good enough to share live on
Yep.
Discord. Can you do that? Are you able to do that
And
and play Dota at the same time?
yeah, thanks. So. Let me.
Let's try it out.
Um, like.
Hope he's coming back. Have I been harsh, guys? People in chat are saying don't be so harsh. I don't think I've been harsh. I mean, yeah, the problem with these live games is that a lot of people have been below 8k MMR or 8k behavior score. You ain't been harsh. This dude needs to hear this shit. Sup, Slacks? Next coaching session for a Dota player's Slacks. I'm kidding. I enjoy hearing Slacks' alchemist empowerment mantra. I don't know where Alec this guy went, but he left for a second. No, it would just be here. I don't know where he went. I now invite people to party after bad games and instant start a co-op bot game. That's Then I convince them that if they leave, they get an abandon. These Slacks, you're ridiculous, dude. Um. So man, in
I
the
left.
top middle here, there's a little computer screen with an arrow on it, and it says share your screen.
Shit.
Sweet. Cue it up.
your carry game.
Um,
Um, so I, Dusa is my highest, but it's bad now.
I'm fine with whatever you would like to play for this game. Do you have an idea of
It's a
what
good
you'd like to play?
ban
What do
list.
you? It's an okay ban list. I don't want
Like it's Jug.
to go
Oh,
jug.
yeah, or Ursa.
Okay, either one's fine.
It's my last game. This guy started putting sentries in camps. I don't know.
Okay, we have to have like you know how like there's the I don't know what the equivalent would be, but like I need there to be some sort of like
Yeah.
equivalent of slapping yourself in the face every time you talk about your teammates. Like what can we do that like would recenter you? Like there's got to be like a trigger
Mm.
that goes off where you detect yourself talking about your teammates. You know what I mean? What's like a good thing to
I can
reset
try.
you? Like I mean for me I always like when I find myself talking about my teammates, the healthy thing I've tried to do is okay, what do I want to do next? Like I ask myself that question, what do I want to do next? But initially I started with punishing myself, and I don't think that's the best route, but if like I'm saying there's options. There's like I want there to be something you do that when you start talking about teammates, you think that when you do it, you'll recenter your focus to yourself. Do you have any ideas? Doesn't have to work on the first try. Do you have any thoughts?
Uh, Trying.
What?
So like see my teammates as well. I see them as me, I guess. So that's why I hate them even more when they fuck up. So I shouldn't see them as me.
Hmm.
See them as what? What?
Yeah, I mean if that requires you to consciously say it's a teammate, it's a teammate. I mean, I guess in your head, I never really thought about that, but it sounds like for you, the line might be super blurred about yourself and your teammates, and it feels the same to you to some degree. Um, yeah, I mean, maybe the first step is to. I mean, I'd be curious how that happened. I'm not qualified enough to help with that one. I think.
But what? Seeing my teammates as me?
Yeah, I,
Or
I wouldn't be able to tell why that is. I'm curious why that
mm.
is.
Well, I queue a lot only um, position 1, position 5. So like if I'm playing like a support, I know what the carry should do. If I play a carry, I know what support to do. So I don't think about other lanes. I can know as much, I guess, about this lane.
Yeah, I mean,
So that's why I guess I can see them somehow.
I see. Okay, so um, yeah,
Mm.
I mean, I think the interesting exercise for you to do moving forward from this is to pay attention, just simply acknowledge when you are talking about somebody other than yourself and come up with a plan to make it about yourself. Um, I don't really have that plan for you because usually the plan is something I leave up to the person because everybody's different. I'm here to help you if you have questions about it, but
Oh,
um,
yeah, yeah.
let me just I'm gonna go ahead and remove a lot of your notes here so I can talk about this other stuff in your. Um, when you have any ideas of what would help you? I think even just saying um when I am judging someone, is that something you'd be able to easily identify or no?
Judging them.
It could maybe be when I'm
Judging them.
upset. Maybe when I'm upset or when I'm angry.
What about when they're retarded? Can I do that?
When I
Or
think someone else is retarded. Sure. Okay, so that's your
what
trigger
if
when you
no?
think somebody else. So, what can you say in that moment that draws it back to you? Any thoughts? Any attempts? Any guesses? There's no right answer here. This is like
I'm retarded.
okay, sure.
No, it's short.
Is that what you want, or you actually want to do a different
Okay,
one?
so can you please yes, I want to do can you please answer the question again so I can, you know.
So, my goal for you is I'm trying to help you draw attention to when you're thinking about other people's actions instead of your own. So for me, I I had a trigger for like, okay, I'm doing that. I know what I normally do, so I have to manually put something else in that would serve me better. Is what I did. So, like for me, I'm saying when okay, I'm talking about a teammate. What can I do
Mm.
next? Like that's what I came to. But like for you, if you're having trouble distinguishing between when you're thinking about a teammate or yourself, I asked you, okay, what's like something you're often thinking in these cases? And you said like when I think someone else is retarded. So I want that to be your trigger for okay, I'm thinking about other people right now. And BSJ tells me I now need to recenter my focus to myself. So every time in your mind you think somebody else on your team is an R word, what can I say that will bring it back to me? That's my question. Is there anything that comes to mind that you would like to try that can bring it back to you? Any ideas? Doesn't
I'm
have to.
thinking
Good.
the whole common goal. We all have one, all five of my teammates, right? We have one thing in common. So I can relate to that. Can I?
What's that? What's the one thing you have in common?
Plus 25. That's in common. No?
But does that make you think about yourself? I'm confused what you're trying to do.
Well, to bring it together, like
No, I'm trying to
whatever they're
make you
doing, they
think
do
about
it to win
yourself.
either way.
I'm trying to make you think about yourself. I'm
What?
not trying to make you rally the team. I'm trying to make you think about yourself. And I don't think like saying plus 25 makes you think about yourself. Maybe it does, but that's what I'm trying to get you to do.
Right. What do you think? I pick now. I usually
Yeah,
pick
go
now,
ahead.
right?
You can do whatever you want. Like pick whenever you're ready.
And I go. I don't know.
Nothing Dota item related is what's going to make you win or lose this game. I assume you'll buy good items and play decent Dota. What I don't assume is that you will not dwell on your teammates' mistakes. I mean, since you didn't give me an answer, I'll just ask. I'll in the game. I'll ask you my
Yes.
question.
Sorry. Yeah.
So my question is, what are you going to do next?
What am I gonna do next?
That's my question. So every time you think one of your teammates is a retard, we want you to ask yourself out loud, what am I doing next? If you can do that, We're going to call this session a win.
Yep.
And I'm going to observe. Got a Luna mid pog.
Yeah, I wonder. Well, I'm thinking about them already.
Okay, what are you doing next?
I, I was thinking how much they're gonna AFK farm, or like agonims or whatever.
Yeah, he's probably going to farm more
And
than your average mids, so that affects you. How does that change your gameplay?
yeah, they're gonna go by themselves and gonna lose. And
No, I'm
can
asking
I,
how that affects your gameplay. But go ahead, do your thing.
Nice. Can I fucking hit him?
I'll tell you right now, you're doing a terrible job of asking yourself the question out loud. I need
What am I
you.
doing next?
Yes.
I'm taking the rune and
Yep.
going on the lane.
I'm saying every time you think something about a teammate, I need you to ask yourself out loud, what am I doing next? So if that means right now you're thinking it again, do it again. I don't care how many times it takes.
Thinking, don't get bushwhacked because no witch doctor.
That sounds like useful
Help.
thinking.
Thinking he should be here and deny the
Okay, what
range
do you do
creep.
with that?
I'm a fucking lose it. So
Nice. Oof.
look, what is him? Right? Can I? What am I doing next? I'm going back to the tower to heal
Yeah.
and wait for
Maybe defensive aggro?
healing.
Yeah, there you go.
It took my creep,
Okay, what are you doing
bro.
next?
I can't. This is um not molding.
Okay, you're gonna level healing ward and you're gonna defensive aggro. You're gonna be under tower.
I shouldn't. I should ward.
Ah, you just level. I just said you leveled it. I didn't say you had to use it. You can use it though. I would use it. I'd heal back up. Yeah. No pull camp. What's the lane looking like?
He blocked.
Undying. Yeah, it's fine. Look at
This is
Undying. I
so.
need to see the creeps. Give me information.
so- so- so-
Yep. I would go up and defensive aggro that. That's what I would do given the situation.
I got mad because of the sentry.
And what you didn't do is defensive aggro earlier, so now you're stuck laning against this guy. Yep. I'd defensive aggro some more, not get bushwhacked. There you go.
Yes.
Defensive aggro here. You can.
Okay. Just, yep.
Yeah, you might need to be careful. Does Witch Doctor have heal, or is he leveled the other two spells? Can you check? Okay, he leveled the other two spells. Might take a second point in healing ward at level 3. That's what I would do with this situation.
His witch doctor is not at Lotus. I will stay
I understand.
here and feed. I'll
Hmm.
feed here because he's not. No.
I would take healing ward given the lane.
Healing ward.
Yeah, I think you're very low HP all the time, so I'd take healing ward.
Heal.
And I would heal myself right now.
It's awful.
Yeah. Make sure you're getting that heal. What's happening with the range creep? I can't see it. Oh, it's back there.
Yep.
Okay. Nice. We're chilling. We got
Range
boots.
creep.
Going defensive aggro. Yep. Do it again. Nice. And again.
He's not here. Okay,
With
no,
that, I'm
witch
gonna
doctor
defensive
is not
aggro.
here.
Yeah, and you defensive aggro a
I'll-
bajillion times. Yep. Make sure you're in range of the range creep. You keep getting out of range of that. Yep. There you go. Just don't walk up. Be careful. Lotus, Lotus. You have Lotus?
I just
Yeah,
want
I would
healing
healing
word.
ward in 5, but
So bad.
get in XP range. That's definitely important. Yep. Fine. Keep getting those stick charges. Is Witch Doctor pulling? Looks like he is. Nice. Lane's going to come into tower. I would try to defensive aggro off of your range creep. Really important.
Off of my
Gonna be
range.
late.
creep.
Yeah, it's late now though. They're gonna look to dive you.
Yeah.
Be wary of that. Yep, just farm. Let that happen.
Do I even look there?
No,
I
don't
don't
even
want to
look.
look there.
Why would you need to look?
This guy. Well, this guy ruined my
No,
lane.
don't go over there. He hasn't ruined
what-
anything. You're level 4. Use your Lotus.
He absolutely
Use your Lotus.
ruined my lane.
No, you're fine. You're level 4.
Well, I could have killed them 1,000 times.
Is that existing right now? That doesn't help me think about the game. You're gonna healing ward
Doesn't
after
help
this
me.
because that's what's happening in the game right now. You're low HP. That's what's currently occurring in the game.
HP. He's.
I would love to
pulling.
talk
I
about
am trying.
hypotheticals, but if I were to try to play every hypothetical, I'd be playing a bajillion games at once. So I'd prefer not to do that. I'd prefer to play the one game I am playing. Yep, nice
Wanna
defensive
play
aggro.
one game.
Yeah, you're only playing one version. You're not fucking Doctor Strange. You can't fucking see a million versions at the same time.
Not. Can I kill this?
Maybe.
He missed.
Yeah. Oh, he got it. But it's fine. I'd be super passive. I would just keep defensive aggroing and play for pull. I'd be using the small camp a lot if I can. I'd be defensive aggroing and then small camp. That'd be my approach here. I'd be pulling it after this wave. Like I'd defensive aggro the wave and then pull the small.
Yep.
That's what I would do. Watch out for bushwhack. Nice. So hit. I'd be hitting the wave because you want to go pull
So
small if
bad.
possible. Healing ward yourself up. Witch Doctor's trying to get it. Maybe you kill Hoodwink. He's walking into creeps. No.
Okay. I
Go in defensive
Don't
aggro
trust
into tower
Witch
and then
Doctor.
farm small.
I must
Yeah.
defensive.
Defensive aggro and push. Yeah. There you go. If you see an opportunity, that's fine. Hit creeps. There you go. Hit. Go pull small right now. Go. Help your Witch Doctor pull. There you go. He's pulling. He's going to deny you zone Hoodwink. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
what about
Oh,
XP?
it's fine. It's fine. You fucked up there. I'm sure your Witch Doctor's pinging you. Be careful. Wait, how did he miss that pull? What a dumbass. No, I'm
He
kidding.
didn't even pull.
Okay, so you're gonna
he's
sit
a
up here.
dumbass.
You are
I
going to
want
pull
to-
yourself at 7:15 as a response to this. Okay, you're gonna get that creep. Perfect. Now go pull. Go pull.
I
Go
honestly
pull.
wanna- Can I go?
Please go pull.
Okay.
We're gonna assume that this guy's not gonna get the pull off. Just do it yourself. Doesn't fucking matter. Okay, now farm the creeps.
Do I take this?
Yeah, farm them. Yeah, you're doing this to farm. Yep, hit.
He pings me.
It doesn't matter. Mute
Now
him.
he's mad. He's
Yeah,
gonna
mute
leave
him.
the.
Mute
He's
him.
gonna leave the lane now
Mute
because
it.
I
It's
farmed
fine,
his
it's fine.
creeps.
You didn't do anything. Go ahead and mute that guy,
Well, I
please.
took his
Please mute that.
lanes. Oh,
Please
look.
mute that guy. Can you mute that guy? Thank you.
Oh,
Fantastic.
mantle of intelligence.
Yes, thank you. You brought this upon yourself. Keep pushing the lane.
What? This is my fault.
Your attitude has landed you in these games. Yes, it is your fault. Sorry to break it to you.
Yeah. No, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And
Okay, so
last
I would
hitting
just
is
go farm
awful.
large camp given this situation. I'm not really farming against Undying. I don't really want to be here. I would just like hit the big creep and spin it. That's what I would do.
So bad.
Yep. I would use stick because I've got full charges. I would use my stick
Uh,
and use Healing Ward and then go farm that
go
camp
here.
there. Yeah. Yeah. I'd fly my courier to go get my cornucopia. I'd look at mid lane, see what's going on there. Looks like it's pushing into my Luna. How's he doing? Luna's level 7 of Rubik. Okay. Looks like he's
Fuck.
losing lane. Bit of pressure coming out there. Check Eero on lane now. What's going on there? What level's Hoodwink? Level 5. Okay. Okay. Maybe you can Omni Slash that guy? Switch off of
He missed.
Intreads? Switch
But
off of...
not.
You were on
Okay.
Intreads that whole
Okay.
time. I'd run away from that. You might die to... You're probably going to die to that guy doing
I'm
that.
dead.
Yeah. Huh. Walked into an Undying with ulti activated and Tombstone. What a noob. Okay, we got an Axe that bought back. That's a rough one. I'd go ahead and right-click the Cornucopia to make sure it gets purchased when we have gold for it. Very good. I would probably
Didn't
walk
even notice his.
towards... I'd probably walk towards top
Island.
jungle
Yes.
and farm there. I wouldn't TP. I'd just walk towards the top triangle camp up there. Like, yeah, that one. I would go and mute that guy too. Nothing he's saying is helping. Yeah, very good. I'd go spin that camp right there. Very nice. And then we're going to go to the next camp. Oh, yeah, stacking. That's great.
No.
You got it.
Nice.
I'd be checking my own lane out now. What's Axe doing? What's Luna doing? Rubik's got a phylactery. Okay. So Axe is queuing up a Midas. And so I wanted you to look at your own lane, but they're not. The creeps aren't there, so you just got to farm the jungle, man.
It's the lane.
Yeah, farm the jungle. Because they're pulling.
They
They're
fucking
being
pulled the lane.
super tryhard right now.
Okay.
Yep. So get your
Okay.
cornucopia flown
So-
to you. Very dope.
What?
What's up? What's up?
Okay.
Keep retreating. You don't want to lane against that guy, do you? Where you go? You want to lane against this guy? Okay, go ahead.
So I'm not in the lane. I'm not.
I wouldn't want to be there. So I was.
Fuck.
Sounds like you wanted to be there.
Well,
I would
okay.
healing
Okay.
ward
I
myself.
was thinking I would win the lane.
But you didn't, so we're here.
I would.
We're not in
Yeah.
universe number
And I didn't.
1,069,000.
And
We're
now-
in universe 72. Look at
Well,
your
yeah,
lane. Are we
but
returning
now
to it?
I'm-
Where is
I'm-
it? Where's the lane at? What's Undying's items? I don't know what he's got. Yep, take spin. Okay, he's going ags.
Next.
I would just defensive aggro these creeps into my tower. What I would try to do here.
He's here.
You got no teammates. Your axe bought back. Just is what it is. Yeah, getting some nice farm here. I would walk away after that one. Is the camp there? No? Okay. Yeah. You're gonna have healing ward in a bit. I would just spin that small camp.
Stack. I want to stack.
That's greedy, but okay. I would be getting back to my tier 2 to get the XP, but I understand. I would healing ward up. Very chill. With level 3 healing ward even. Very nice. We'll farm the next
Okay,
camp.
so-
Be ready to return to our lane. So look at the lane as we farm the camp. Farm the
I
camp
want lane.
first. Farm the camp
No.
first. I don't think we need to walk and get
Look
decayed
at
to
the
learn
lane.
we don't want to
when
be
I'm
there.
farming the camp.
Yeah, look at lane. We're like, oh, when do we have to be back to get back to the tower? It's right now, I think. Go back to our lane now because it's in our tower range. See, you want to return then? Yeah, there you go. 5K. I'm sure you know this stuff. Undying's not in lane. Spin it. Hurry before he comes back. And walk upwards if he comes towards you. Now go small camp. Run. Yep. There you go. Chilling. Oh, it's not there. It's fine. Okay, we got time. What's our Luna got? Mask of Madness. What's Axe got? Going Midas? Okay, we got scaling here. We got Luna farming. We got a Mask of Madness. We got a Midas. We got the late game covered. No plays will be made for the next
Really?
30 minutes. No, we're just calibrating to what's going to happen in this game. If we're going to win, it's like 40 minutes plus. I'd back up. Keep farming back here. I dropped the branch in my backpack. There you go. Perfect. How's the lane looking? Like, is he pushing it into you, or is he leaving it out there? Okay, he's pushing it in. So after
Pushing.
this camp, we'll probably go to the other camp first. So go right. We don't need to be back yet. Do we need to spin the wave though for the camp? No, we don't need to spin. He's not pushing it. Just hit. Yeah, he's being a fucking nerd and staticking the wave. Yeah, but we can walk back to the wave now, I think. And worst case, we like spin TP it or something. We have nowhere else to go. Looks like Axe is making a play, Pog. He's probably actually taking your wave. Let's see what he does.
I'm not gonna kill him, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, he's not doing
You've
shit.
got the win condition, though. Wind Ranger's DC'd.
Fine. Okay, should I win the lane? I should win this lane. Hoodwink and Undying with me and Witch Doctor. That's a winning lane, right? When you go in the lane, you think win or not. That's a winning
Okay,
lane, right?
I've
I
got I've
didn't
got
win
I've,
it.
I've got a I've got a I've got a helpful response to that.
Yep.
I think you will significantly benefit if you just never use the word "should" again. You can try to ask that question again if you'd like, without the word "should" in it. Go ahead and go to that camp above you. Yep, perfect. You can go. I'd go left here. Try to farm those ancients.
Reason. It's
Okay, so now we go ancients. I'd probably use healing ward on them and try to spend them so Undying doesn't come kill me. Let's see where Undying is. I would actually walk up this hill and see if he's here. That's fine. If he
uh,
goes on you, it's a little annoying though. Okay, he's here.
yeah, he goes.
Yep, just run away. That's annoying. He's got ags, so it's gonna hurt a little bit. Keep running. I don't think you can do
Goes
anything about
to
this guy. Oh,
Wally.
your teammates may be doing something pog.
Eh?
Yeah, he has to get the maledict
If
off. You're,
yeah, he's
I mean, you're gonna die to this. I don't know where you're going. Spin and run away. I mean, you chose to go in.
look. He's not.
Yeah, I mean, he's done. So you can't trust Axe anymore. So now that we see that, I wouldn't be playing top anymore. I'd probably TP bottom. Tier 2. I'd kill the zombies and TP tier 2 bot. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, TP. Where you want to stay
Okay.
top? That didn't look good there. Just watch out for Wind Ranger. She might come back.
Well, I bet. Okay.
Farm Ancients if you want.
Farm
Farm
here.
the camps to your right. Either one of those is fine. Yeah, I'd spin that probably. Yeah. Okay, so Axes come here.
Oh,
I'd walk
that's
back towards top ward. That's what I would do. That ward that's in the jungle, I'd walk back there. Or Magnus is. Yeah. Healing ward up and go back there? No? Okay.
no. Ooh,
I would go back there because
okay.
Axe is
I go.
bottom now. Yeah, so it's better to go back there. Right there.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Perfect.
They have no farm.
I understand.
This is awful.
It
This is
is
awful.
awful. Yep. Pretty rough game. You can pick up that wave in your mid tower. I'd healing ward yourself up so you're full. I would use the healing ward, yep. I would level stats after this. Nice. Nice spin dodge. Very pog. Yep.
Oh, okay. I thought I'm still dead.
Yeah, so at this point, I would walk towards bottom lane, and I'm probably going to try to get on their side of the map somehow. I would not take that guy's creep. Okay, I'd walk towards top, actually. That top wave is pretty free. All the way top. We're meandering all the way to top right now. Ignore mid. Actually, your team's kind of doing shit right now. Is it working? Nice. Don't fight Undying. That guy's terrifying. I would not have run into him. Just run. Run towards top wave. Towards top wave we go. I would go wave because they're all showing mid, so I'd go wave. Highly recommend going wave. Run all the way there. We're gonna initiate the farm backwards
Spin
sequence.
this.
I would like to see the wave too. I don't know what's happening with it. Okay, yeah. So we're a bit late to this because we took a while to get here. But just be wary of Wind Ranger. She might come here. You can go big camp, but I'd be wary of going here. We'll see. Yeah, I'd go big camp. Rubik TP'd. I would spin the wave and then run away is what I would actually just spin the camp.
I want to spin
Yeah,
the.
yeah, spin the wave.
Yeah,
Fuck
the
it. Spin the wave. Spin the wave. Spin the wave. Okay, don't. It's fine. Run up though. Don't run towards the camp. Don't run towards the camp. Run up. Yeah, run up. Go to the small camp first, and then when your spin's back up, you go big camp. Actually, no, you have Battle Fury, so you can go big camp now. Like after this. Oh gosh, you backpacked your Battle Fury, sir.
Hit main.
I'd spin since you don't have Battle Fury in your inventory. Yep, go top wave now. Top wave, dude. They're all showing.
Not top wave.
Yeah. And you can go back now. Actually, one more wave. You feeling greedy? You feeling greedy? You feeling you can get away with this? Yeah, Rubik's bottom. You're good. Yeah, farm backwards. You're not hitting any towers. I'd buy some items. Probably full wand, band of elven skin, windlace. I wouldn't be spinning anymore for camps.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yep, go ancients. Perfect. You're doing great. What's Wind Ranger got?
Ah,
Yeah. Haze boots. Interesting.
12.
Okay. Keep going right. Yeah, Wind Ranger might be going towards you. Can you scan that hill above you? He might see you. No, like the one he would be coming from. Never mind. Yeah, he's on you.
Nice.
Nice TP. He sees
Okay,
you
so
there.
where did you say he's gonna come?
I'd buy myself a sentry. And I'm gonna walk back towards
Sentry.
top. Walk back towards top. You can put smoke in your backpack. It doesn't need a slot.
So I
Yep.
don't connect my team yet.
No, definitely not. You got to farm. I would look at what's
Oh.
happening with that Luna and Wind Ranger there. I'm curious what that is. What's your axe got? Did he actually go serious items after that, or is it going like fucking Dagon? Okay, you went blink. Okay, you can connect to them here. You can connect. Might be good.
I can smoke.
Yeah, fuck it.
Should have smoked.
Yeah, I could have smoked the axe. Yeah. There's probably a ward that sees you there, so I would look to ward the high ground. But maybe this axe can get him. Is he looking or
I
no?
thought he smoked, but he's not connecting.
Yeah,
Look
can
at
you
this
smoke
shit.
him too or no? Is he gonna? Can you look at the axe? Yeah. Okay, looks like they're team jungling. Okay, we're no longer trusting axe. Go ahead and keep hitting creeps. Go back to lane. You're trying to snipe Rubik or what? Okay.
I don't even fucking. I want to disconnect. That's what I want to do. Okay, my team are doing this. I'm pushing.
Yeah. Where are you going now?
I push the lane.
Okay.
Maybe I wanna outpost like hit this one.
I'd be a bit scared because they're
Next.
missing, so probably big camp after this.
Big camp. Yep.
Yeah, big camp, you're good. And then small camp after that. We're being chilling. And then you're gonna ward above the hill of the small camp over there. They saw you at the small camp. No, like a
Yes.
sentry. The Wind Ranger saw you earlier. So up. Yes, right there. The hill you're on right now. Right now. Turn around. Right there. Yes, it's somewhere in there, is it not? No, it didn't see it? Okay. But that's what I was telling you to scan.
It was before.
It was, yeah,
Okay.
we'll check the replay.
Oh,
Oh, is he out?
right.
Okay, you can go back to top wave because we see Wind Ranger. We see Wind Ranger running towards mid, so you can go top wave. Yeah, there you go.
Bags.
Okay. Yeah, Luna went axe. Okay, we got some damage then. Go next wave as well. Keep going. Yeah, go wave, and then you're probably gonna walk left.
Yeah.
Yeah, walk left from here. Don't walk into that
Wind is
window. Yeah,
left.
yeah, yeah.
Wind is
No,
left.
she's right.
Uh,
You're gonna
yeah,
go through gate. Go through
she's
gate.
right.
Go Ancients bottom.
Like a gate.
Yeah, Ancients bottom. Check out
Right.
whatever's happening mid. Are they actually pushing? They're not really push heroes. What's Luna's cooldown on her ult? 40
What?
seconds. Okay, just stay here for now. Just keep farming
Mid
down
or
here. You can look to perhaps fight if something looks good, but Undying's pretty scary, so I just go back to Ancients and then I'd maybe try to snipe that. Oh, it's. Oh, I thought it was blocked or something. I would healing ward myself and kill the tier 1 tower.
oh,
You go for it. Get him.
I
I wouldn't have gone, but go
I
for it.
shouldn't do this.
Yeah. I
Okay.
would just be staying bottom. Your team is useless, dude. You're the one
Same
putting
bottom.
yourself in this. Yeah.
Team is useless.
Yeah, I mean, I would run away from that. I would stop getting decayed by that guy. Buy myself a TP. Perfect. Look at the bottom wave. What does Willow have? What items? Okay, he's got a Yules. That's annoying. I would just walk
Use.
past this guy. Yeah, just walk past him. Go back to your Ancients that you TB'd away from. And then look at mid while you're doing that.
Okay. Yep.
Yep. Just see what's happening. We're just informing ourselves. Any good stuff? Actually, yeah. Go Ancients. Go Ancients.
I don't have TP even.
Yeah, it's fine.
Such a waste.
Yeah, it's a waste that you TP'd back, indeed, yeah. Go left.
Yes.
You can healing ward yourself and try to kill the tier 1 tower. That's what I would do.
Which one?
I would
You go?
healing ward myself and hit the tower and then figure it out from there.
Uh,
Up to you, man. You're thinking about something that really doesn't matter that much. Yep. I'd go wave. Perfect. Then you go up. I'd go up from here because there's a camp still there. Yeah, we have different definitions of up. That's okay, though. Rubik's
is that
bottom
up?
now, so I'm going to try to cut mid-wave. Mid-wave. Run at
Mid-wave.
25:15. I'm hitting it in the river. I would not be stopping and doing things because now I'm late. Well, you're walking towards where the enemy is. I'm not sure if you want to fight them.
I shouldn't.
I mean, do you
I
want to
don't
fight
want to
them?
fight them.
Yeah, then where you go? Go back to
Well, I
farm.
do kind of fucking want to fight them, to be honest.
Why?
Like,
You
because
feel like you're strong?
I have the
I would cut
holy
bottom wave.
shit.
I'd go
I don't know.
down. Cut bottom wave. Yep. What's going on with the team? What's going on over there? I don't know. I'd be looking at them. They got any? You're missing the wave.
They
Turn around.
gave up.
Turn around, please. You're missing the wave. Man, it doesn't look like they gave up necessarily. What's Axe doing?
Feeding.
Hey, you want to go back to base? Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Fucking lost.
As long as you think going back is the optimal play, get him.
What the fuck, man? Did-
So I'm going to address chat because I think it needs to be done. I'll just say this much, man, that I know you were a bit nervous coming into this session, and I know that being on stream makes it
Yeah.
even worse. And
Yeah.
that I imagine that your mentality's been really rough for you in the past, like including this game. And I'll just say this much that I think can you I don't know. The game seems kind of over. You're welcome to play it if you'd like. I'll address afterwards if you'd rather play it out.
Okay. You say game is over now. I say it was over 10 minutes ago.
Yeah,
It's too early for me to say that. I shouldn't
I
say
mean,
that.
for me, I'm saying it's over now because I'd rather just spend our time talking about teaching you something. I don't think there's much to learn from here. I don't actually like. I wouldn't actually think the game is over. Like, I'm happy if you want to play it out. But like, with
I cannot
teammates doing what they're
disconnect.
doing.
What do you mean?
What I'm saying is, I'm fine if you just AFK and base and let the game in because I don't think it makes a difference at this point, and we can just spend time talking
Oh
about
yeah,
more
yeah.
productive things.
I mean, in my experience, they gave up way earlier. Well, they
Well,
gave up
I
when
asked you to,
they
for
gave up.
instance, I asked you to check your Axe's items, and he had Midas and then Blink Blade Mail, right? That's what he went, or Blink Kaya, sure.
Yep.
I mean, the thing for me, man, is that it's up to you, man. Do you want to have your decisions be made by other people, or do you want to make your own decisions? Like, that's just the question that it boils down to. Because if you're telling me them giving up means that you give up, and that's how you're going to approach every game, then for me, that just means that the other people are deciding for you, and that's how your life's going to be. And that's just, then I ask you the question, does that sound nice? Um, for me, that doesn't sound nice. I mean, I'd make sure you don't get like an abandon, so I'd walk towards like the bottom camps or something. I get that these games are really frustrating. Like, especially, I imagine if you're in low behavior score, you probably get a lot of games like this. But at some point, like, you have to take ownership of the plays you're making. And if you're looking at
But
the situation you're
what did
in,
I do? What the fuck did I do in this game to deserve this? What? What the
are you
fuck? What?
saying that you need to
Just
deserve to
lose.
have not played perfectly? Or like, I'm saying there's things you could have done better in this game.
Uh,
You need to deserve that or something? What do you mean deserve? It's a strong word.
why do I deserve an minus X? With I
I
don't know.
didn't.
They lost the lane.
Did I
Why did
imply
I
that you
deserve
deserve
to
that?
lose the lane when I should have won the lane? You know
I mean,
why? Uh, and then the next game and the next game what? The next game
okay. I would
I
like you to
am
talk about this game and anything that's about your hero and what you did. Go ahead. Try it out.
I didn't win the lane because Witch Doctor didn't know how. Then Undying got a very good lane.
You're really
Then I was
horrible at this,
pushed.
by the way. This talking about what your hero did without talking about your teammates. I think it's literally, it
What
might be impossible for you right
my
now.
hero did.
Yes. So like when you TP'd back base and then sat there doing nothing and then walked all the way bottom, how do you feel about that decision?
I don't give a fuck. It was lost. So it was like when I'm losing games, I like
Hey man, I'll just give you all due
it's
respect.
like
Like if that's how you feel about your plays, what the fuck am I doing here, man? Like, can I just go? Can we just leave and call it a session? Like, what am I even doing here, man? Like, if I'm gonna ask you about your plays and your responses, I don't give a fuck. Why am I even here? This is a fucking waste of my time, dude.
give a fuck when I'm play good and I'm winning.
That I'm really happy when I'm having a good day. You know, like what the fuck does that mean? Like, okay, sure.
Okay, so and then I'm not happy when I have a bad day. Yeah,
But when I'm not happy, what do I do with it? That's like all I can control, right?
you're not happy. That's
It is
that's it.
not possible for us to control if we're happy in a given moment, but what we do when we're angry or upset is in our control. How you handle it, spending time shaking your mouse all over the screen and talking about your witch doctor, is very different than what could I have done differently in this game. Like one of these things takes ownership, and the other one is just blaming people around you. I'm not here to blame you or them.
Yeah, sure.
At no point in this session did I say you're at fault for something. The whole session, all I said to you is these are the things you could have done. Like this is your game state. You know, game is rough,
Yep.
defensive aggro. Game is rough, pull camps. Game is rough, farm the camps near your tower, tier 2 top, and pick up the wave underneath your tower. So all the times you like walked back in the lane and then walked away from undying with no farm instead of hitting jungle creeps. Like these micro decisions that you're making because of the game state. Instead of like looking at the game state and thinking, what can I do with this game state? You're talking to me about Doctor Strange Universe 642, where Witch Doctor plays the lane properly and you win. Like, but that's not literally what's fucking happening in the game. Like, why am I discussing a hypothetical with you? Like, what's the point of playing the game if you're living in a hypothetical, dude? Like, play the game you're in. Like, I should have done this. I could have done this. The lane should have been like this. I should be playing up here. Like, you can't play up there because there's an Undying level 8 and you're level 6. And if that's the literal objective, this guy's 8 and I'm 6 and I'm Jug and he's Undying and I lost my tier 1 tower, where should I farm? Like, that's the question. But you're talking to me about when I'm level 8 and he's level 6 and I won my lane and Witch Doctor's owning, I would be up there. And it's like, what do you want me to do with that, man? Like, I don't know. There's nothing to, like, I want to help you, man. I've spent 2 hours here talking to you. I enjoyed our conversation, and I know it's a stressful situation, and I know you're on stream and stuff, but every time I propose anything to you, you haven't even, like,
No, what?
You haven't even, like, tried. Like, I feel like earlier I tried my best to, like, empathize with you. I tried my best to show that I understand and be patient, and the whole time you've treated me like I'm attacking you. Like every question I ask is an attack. And maybe I'm just not qualified enough to help you here. But I don't know what else to do. I've tried to ask very gentle questions. It didn't work. I tried to ask harsher questions and then it didn't work. I don't know what questions to ask you. But I know the issue is you're focused on your teammates all the time. And I know that you're a 5K player that literally looks like a 2K to everybody watching for no other reason than you're talking about the fucking Witch Doctor. Like, it's not because you're actually a 2K player, it's because you're talking about the fucking Witch Doctor. And I don't know what else to say to you as your coach. Then stop fucking talking about the Witch Doctor. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, I got nothing.
Well,
I'll acknowledge my own limitations here. I got nothing, man.
yeah, I played very bad, of course. It was a bad game, not how I usually play. It
I
was
believe that.
weird.
I 100% believe
With
that is not how you normally play.
their coordination got there good. Yeah.
I 100% believe that, man.
However, but okay. Okay. But this witch doctor, I shouldn't think about him in this game. I just forget about him. Just do my best. Don't. But what you said, you don't trust in this axe because he is not doing.
Okay, so
something.
if I
have
lay
some
money on the
idea
ground,
about them.
okay, let's say I leave a camera somewhere, right? And I'm in real life
Yep.
and I leave a camera in a room and I leave a $20 bill on the ground, or I say I leave my wallet there, and I watch somebody walk in, pick up the wallet, take the money out, and then put the wallet back. Do I trust that person anymore?
No, you cannot trust it.
You cannot trust that person, right? Like, that's how humans fucking work. We observe what other people do, and we decide if we trust them or not. Just look at Dota players. This guy fucking bought back at 8 minutes and bought a Midas. Do I trust him anymore? No. And it's not like an ego thing. I just don't trust him anymore. So I'm not going to make plays around him. So, like, if I see the decision between passively farming or try to make a play with the axe that bought back at 8 minutes and bought a Midas, I'm going to passively farm because I don't trust that guy. It's not an ego thing. I just don't trust the guy. Like, I'm trying to draw the parallel. Like, you see people do things and you just decide, do I trust this guy or not? It's not is this guy playing well or is this guy dog shit? It's just, do I trust this guy? And then how does that affect my decisions? Like, I'm not trying to make
Man,
my mentality sound
no,
easy
but
to you.
honestly, I trust nobody in this game. Honestly, I have no faith in nobody. Like, uh,
Well, my
I just
question is,
played.
if you have no faith in anybody, why are you trying to smoke the axe? Why are you TPing back to base and trying to help the team if you don't trust anybody?
Okay, because well, what I think that well, they don't know, and I know they don't know what they don't know. I say smoke, they smoke, and they see some magic that I just told them. They're gonna remember it for the next game, and they're gonna do it next game.
I mean,
There you
I
go.
hate to break
That's
it
what
to
I.
you, dude. That's just not how it works. Like, I don't have anything else to say to that than that's just not how it works.
I don't know. I just how I learn games, how to play from my games. I notice something happening, then I notice how I reacted, then I do it like this, then I do, you know.
Okay, do you remember when at the beginning of this session I told you that one of the most important things I try to say in my coaching sessions is that I don't believe what I'm doing is right and I'm like enlightening you. I'm just telling you what I like to do. That's what
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
trying to do. And I'm just telling you, man, like I think you know this, but your ego's like fucking jumping through my screen. Like you're talking about you have these things to teach people.
ego.
Yeah. Your ego's jumping through the screen. You're talking about teaching people, like helping them see the light with your awesome knowledge of the game. Like, like with all due respect,
Well,
like
what? Yes,
who the fuck are
yes.
any of us to think that way? Like, I'd be concerned if like
Well,
fucking
I think
Thompson
that
thought that way.
everybody should, like in a game. Okay, I think like in a game you play like game like this, somebody should say shit like this. If nobody says nothing, then it's dice.
I mean, what makes it
You know what I mean?
dice? I mean, the dice. When you say nobody says anything, if I'm surrounded by a bunch of people I can't trust, then I'm gonna do my best to survive in this environment. Like if I'm in real life, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna find all the people I can't trust and be like, let's communicate and work together. Like that's not what I'm gonna fucking do. I'm gonna decide what's best for me given the reality of the situation. If I don't trust the people around me, like the thing is, man, I would love to see your play look like you don't trust your teammates. You'd probably play better. But it's not a lack of trust that you're describing to me. It's you thinking you know better than them.
No, I actually think I trust them, but I have no, like I said, no faith. I feel like
Oh, you
I know
think
the hero.
those are different things.
I
Faith
know
and
the
trust. Okay, go ahead.
I know the well, I know the hero. So I see this hero in my game, in my lane. I know like this stun is gonna go there. Everybody knows this, right? Like the lion stun, the witch doctor stun. You know it, how it's gonna bounce, where it's gonna go. Like if you play it, you know the lion stun is gonna go in that way. He can do it, and the guy that is playing this hero and knows the hero, he can play it right. Somebody that doesn't know it, just throw random shit, and and then I have to. Hey, it's fine. He's doing his best, or what? And I'm supposed to also try my best. He's trying
I
his
mean, for
best.
me,
I'm trying my
you
best.
can drop the best thing. It clearly doesn't resonate with you. For me, it's okay, now that this guy didn't throw his
I'm
cask,
trying.
what do I do in the lane? What do I do in the lane now if this guy doesn't drop his cask? Like, so for me, if I see a support, every time I ever have a support who isn't really laning the way that I hoped, like they're not supporting me in an ideal way, I'm going to defensive aggro and look to pull small. Like, that's how I play every lane that my support's not really playing with me. You're spending the entire
That's
lane talking
amazing.
about what he's doing wrong instead of just being like, oh, he's not working with me. I think the best play is to play passive and farm under tower. Like, that's the best play for me. But, like, you're skipping this part. Like, you're not even skipping it.
But
You're
can I
just not doing it. Yeah, go ahead.
from the best play is to tell him do
No,
this.
I'm saying that you can't control anyone else. So your best play has absolutely nothing to do with him as a person. We observe his actions, and then the best play is what we control, which is our actions. And
Can I tell him he's pulling wrong?
if you think that your problems you're coming to me today with will be fixed externally, you're just dead wrong, man. They're internal problems. They have to be fixed through what you do. Ignore what you say. You could literally mute yourself for the next 1,000 games and it would probably benefit you because it removes the option to try to tell people what to do. You need to take control of your hero given the situation. Like, I can't, you know,
Oh,
for
I can
me,
try that. I can see it.
the thing
I
is,
can
like,
understand it.
I don't like the permanent solution of muting ourselves. I don't think the long term solution is to remove communication in Dota because I do at the core of the game, I believe this game is all about communication. It is a team game. But for myself personally, I had to mute people for a sizable amount of time. I personally struggled with fear of failure and with people pleasing tendencies, so that every time somebody flamed me, I was afraid of disappointing them. So I started trying to like do the best I could by them. And what does that lead to? Me like overextending, feeding, like playing around my team too much, like being afraid of clicking buttons so I hesitate. Like that's what that led to. So for a sizable portion
Yes,
of
I can
time,
relate. I can. It's
so
exactly like this. Yes,
yeah, so for a
for me.
sizable portion of time, I was not capable of listening to their words and proceeding to not do that. So I knew that even though their words are really mean, like whatever they're saying to me, they're flaming me, they're pinging me, like, but I had to take ownership of my people pleasing, my anxiety, how I was reacting to it. I had to be like, man, I really don't like reacting that way. It doesn't make me play well. I'm fucking miserable. This sucks. And a lot of people will remain blaming the guy that's really toxic. And the part about this is, I'm not trying to blame anyone. It's just, do I want to be happier or not? And for me, the happier comes from taking ownership in my actions. I'm just like, man, I'm the one that's trying to overextend and like make this guy feel better. I'm trying to appease this guy. Like, is that how I would like to respond to someone flaming me? Like, if I equate that to real life, it's like a guy saying, like, calling me an idiot and me, like, cleaning his shoes. It's like, no, don't call me an idiot. It's okay. It's fine. I'm not an idiot. Please love me. Like, that's what I was doing, you know? And it's like, I don't want to fucking do that
Okay.
anymore. I want to have self respect. I want to take pride
But
in my actions. So I
what
said,
about the
yeah.
team component of this game?
But the
There is
thing
no team
is,
then.
if I am not capable of handling adversity, I'm not a very good teammate. Like, what I've learned in the last year or two is that people want to work with people who can handle shitty things. Like, nobody judges their coworkers based on how it is on like a perfectly fine day. Everybody judges you based on what happens when shit goes down. How reliable are you? How composed are you? What do you do when there's an argument? Are you the one that blows up at other people, or are you the one that keeps your cool? So for me, if I'm not currently in the mindset, if I'm not in the state of being able to handle this problem, I have to remove myself from that problem and think about how would I like to handle this situation. So that's why I muted myself for a really long time, and I muted other people. But everybody who does this and they think that other people are the problem, then it's not going to fix anything, because it does remove the problem. But then the second you have an altercation again, you know, you're living in a bubble. So the second you put yourself back out there, it's miserable. So what happens is people mute everybody and they're like, oh, this is nice. I'm playing my own game now. But then they didn't like fix anything. So then they unmute people again and they go through this like endless cycle of like fucking raging and then muting everybody and then raging and then muting everybody and then raging. And it's like, but no, what happens is you have to mute yourself or mute others and then take accountability for like, okay, when I'm not muted, every time something goes wrong, I try to tell the guy what's wrong with him. And I try to tell the guy what he should be doing. Instead, I would like to take ownership of my actions. I would like to think, what can my hero do? Acting as if I have literally zero control over any actions of anyone else on the team. What can I do with this? Like, that witch doctor is a computer program that's just running. And I could yell at it, I could scream at it, I could shit talk it, and nothing I do will change it. It's just going to do the thing. Now that I'm operating under this assumption, how am I going to play this game? What do I do now? And that's what I had to do. That's what I
It
did.
makes me feel like I'm not playing a team game. It makes me feel alone. Like
It's not
uh,
as good.
9 against 1.
Okay,
Or I don't.
here's how I'll respond to that. It's not a good feeling. But
Yes,
playing with teammates, in
I
my
guess.
opinion, is it's a privilege to be earned. Like, it's something that, quite frankly, I think we have to take pride in being a good teammate in order to get to play a team game. Like, you're not getting to be a teammate because nobody wants to be your teammate, man. Like, I say this in the nicest way. I know you have the. I can't say it nicely. I'm saying it in the. I'm trying to be compassionate, but I know it's mean. Is that
Go for it.
nobody watching wants to be on your team. Like, nobody listens to you talk and they're like, that guy's sick to play with. I can't wait to queue up with this guy. I'm gonna go find him and play with him. And that was
Mhm.
me 4 or 5 years ago. Like, when I was trying to be a pro player more like 7 or 8 years ago, nobody wanted me on their team. And I always thought, I'm just trying, like, I, I'm like, I'm just trying to win. All I want to do is, like, be successful. That's what I used to think back then. And yet in the pro scene, nobody wanted me on their team. And it's like, eventually I had to accept that there's a reason nobody wants me on their team. And it's like, if you,
Because of what? You wanted too much from them. You talk too much, or you don't.
the way that
You
the
give
way
up too
that I
fast.
handled adversity is, I'm sure, what happened.
Like in the.
You know, like the way that I handled disputes, arguments. Um, I think I was very passive aggressive. I think that I was very poor at ever stating what I wanted from a situation directly. I think I was very poor at listening to other people's perspectives and trying to reach a mutual understanding of a situation. So I'm sure I was perceived as very stubborn, hot headed, passive aggressive. And I'm sure those are the reasons that nobody wanted to play with me.
Well, maybe you're wrong. Maybe you're too passionate. Maybe you wanted too much. Maybe you are too intimidating or
I
something.
mean, you're
What
trying to
about that?
put, in my opinion, you're trying to put like a positive spin on my issues. And
Well,
I appreciate the sentiment, but I'm saying, like, for me, I'm admitting things on stream right now to you in front of a bunch of people that I've already acknowledged to myself. And I'm only saying these things out loud because, like, I've come to terms with, severe anxious attachment and people pleasing tendencies and perfectionism and shit like that. Like, that's what I had.
so-
And
but
it's
I'm
not like,
thinking through.
go ahead.
Yeah, it's like a perspective thing, right?
Yeah.
One perspective can be like this, one like this. So, like you say, you're passive aggressive. Maybe, well, you agreed to this. You came to conclusion, but passive aggressive. Maybe it's not passive aggressive, but uh, I don't know, asking too much or trying, you know, hmm,
I mean, for example, man, if like I need my
trying to
support to
like
pull
excuses.
and
It's
he
like,
like say I expect my support to pull because it's like the right thing to do there and then he doesn't pull and instead of saying something like, "Hey, next wave, can you look to pull?" Instead I go,
no, I say nothing. He misses the next wave. I say nothing. He misses the next wave. I say nothing. Then Undying is level, or whoever the offlane is level 10 levels ahead of me, and he pings me with my farm, with my net worth, with my XP. Yeah. but I say nothing. But he does it to me. So then I say whatever. How's
So
that? I say nothing. Did I
here
say
here
something to this guy, for
here
example?
here's so man, I'm gonna be honest. We have to end this coaching session somewhat soon because it's been over
Yeah,
2 hours.
maybe
I
I talk too much.
No, it's not that you talk too much, man. It's just it's been a long session, and I am fading in terms of my conscious ability to think here. Um, what I'm trying to say to you, man, is I know for a fact, based on my own personal experience, I had this question once, or I've asked this question many times, and it wasn't until very recently, maybe a few months ago, that I understood it. I would have these days where I'm like, why is it that everyone seems to pick on me all at once? Like, I would have days where I would go 7 games in a row where my teammates are tipping me and shitting on me and stuff like this. And then, like, I go like an entire week without that happening. And then in one day, I have 6 games in a row that teammates are shitting on me. And it took me a really long time to realize that there is something that they can detect by watching me play that they know I'm tilted.
Holy shit! Yes. So
Okay.
they do it to you, right?
Yes.
On
So
purpose.
why is he egging you on? Because he knows you're tiltable and he thinks it's funny. So what you're
Okay.
not
So he's
seeing,
griefing. He's an animal. He
no,
should be
no, no,
banned from
no,
the game.
you're making yourself susceptible and he's taking advantage of it.
He's an animal. He should be banned from the game. Why the fuck can I be, susceptible? Why and I should be banned because I am
I didn't
susceptible?
say you
Yeah.
should be banned. I didn't say anybody should be
Well,
banned. I just told you what happened.
well, I should get reported. Well, I think he should get reported, not me. In that way that he sees me tilted, he tilts me more, and then oh, I report this guy. He's griefing. He's toxic.
Can I just I just gonna state this, man. All I presented to you was this is what's happening. You're being
Yep.
susceptible and he's
Yep.
griefing you, right? He's
Yep.
not griefing you. He's pinging you with a mantle of intelligence and telling,
Yep.
making fun of you. Nothing I'm saying here took a side. Do you see this? I just said,
Why not? Why not?
why does it benefit me to take a side? What about being right or wrong benefits you here? What is it work? Is it working for you so far? The approach you've had up until this coaching session has been, I want to be right all the time, and is it working for you? That's my
No.
question. Is it working?
No. It's bad. Can I ask also whatever I've said through this? Do I disagree with myself with what I'm saying? There are thoughts that disagree with themselves.
It's
Did you
you.
notice?
You can have thoughts that disagree with yourselves. Yes.
But I was through this coaching session.
I mean, the thing is, man, I told you as a player, I had trouble knowing how what I wanted and how to state what I wanted. And when you have trouble knowing what you want and stating what you want, then you flip flop a lot, and then you get a lot of conflicting thoughts. Like that's what ends up happening, and that's what I believe to
Mm.
some degree is happening to you. This is stuff that I'm not like. I've learned a lot for myself, but I'm also not fully, like I said, qualified to like help teach the stuff that I've learned. That's still down the road for me, and it's something I do intend to pursue at some point in life because these type of conversations mean a lot to me. And I know the thing is, man, that I can tell. Excuse me, I just my throat's very dry. Let me take a sip of water here. I can tell you
Go
care
ahead.
a lot, man, and I can tell that I can see a lot of my old self in you, and I can see that you have the best intentions. But what other people see is just a very angry, tilted jug player. Like that's what other people see, man. Um,
Right. And fix how? Just do my best.
by
In every
working on
situation, I find.
by working on not being the angry, tilted jug player. And every second that you're talking about what they're doing as a response to you, what you are not talking about is what you're doing. That's That's it, man. Like, you can't make that witch doctor not tease you, but you can be somebody that they don't want to fuck with because they see like this guy's cool, calm, and collected. Classic Quinn, and like they see that, and they're like, people do, like, I'm just telling you, man. Every day that I am in a good mood, I it's not that I never get trolled, but it's so much less. Like, it is so much less because people aren't seeing somebody that's trollable. So I'm just telling you that this is the agency you have. I'm not saying you deserve it. I'm not saying that he's right. But what I'm saying is that your mentality and actions are making it more likely to happen.
Right. I
That's
understand.
it. That's what I'm trying to show you. And so by taking ownership of it, you're trying to fix your problem by fixing him, but you'll deal with less people like that by working on your own shit. Like, that's what's going to happen. You'll just be like, you'll just have better, like, you'll have higher behavior score, and then you won't be surrounded by people like this. Like, it's not that people in my behavior score are fucking angels. Like, on average, I stopped queuing Dota pubs on stream and I only play them off stream now because I've realized I only want to play like 1 or 2 games at a time. So, like, I really like playing at like 10 a.m. and then playing at like 4 p.m. because for me, it's like, if I get that emotionally exhausting game because my teammates really didn't give a shit and they weren't trying very hard, it's like, even though I've learned how to handle those games, they're still not fun. Like, I'm not like, yay, those games. But for me, like, those games happen a lot less now. Like, they still happen, and it's outside of my control. Like, I can't stop my teammates who are 0-7 in the off lane and their move command following each other. Like, I can't do anything about it. It's just going to happen sometimes. But the odds that it's my lane partner doing that are way lower. Like, very rarely does that ever happen in my lane because I'm not one of the two guys move command following each other when we're 0-7. Like, I'm just not one of those two guys. So what's happening here is your body language, like in the game of Dota, you're bickering at this witch doctor. He can feel it. He can tell you're tilted. So then he comes over, sees you're tilted, and he's tilted, and he fucking pings Mantle of Intelligence and does that. The odds of him pinging the Mantle of Intelligence are much lower if you're not tilted. Like, that's it doesn't make it your fault. It's just how it is. Like, that's the agency you have. So we can't
Yeah, I
fix
hear you.
we can't fix this shit overnight, man. And a lot of your questions, I'll just say that, you know, you jump to like, then just do this, right? And I'm not telling you to just do this. Like, it's not as easy. It's not an easy thing. If it was easy, I'd just be like, yeah, man, just do your best. Like, it's easy. That's the problem with a lot of people's advice out there is they've like figured it out and then they just say, just do this. It's that easy. And it's like, if somebody told me to just do your best like 5 years ago, it wouldn't have fucking helped me. I was trying to give my example of what I say to myself
Yeah.
now, but the
Yeah.
message is, what can I do to take ownership? There's so many different ways, there's so many different things you can say, but every time you talk about who's right, who's wrong, what you're not talking about is just what you could do better. And it's like, is your goal to win the argument or to be a better person? Like, what's your goal? Like, if you want to win all the arguments, then you can stay the same person you are, because that's just what happens to people. My number one criteria for people that I want to be around, like in terms of friendships and my partner and people I want to work with, I'm just being honest with you, and it's not meant to shit on you for the session. My number one criteria is, when we have a dispute, are they trying to win or are they trying to work with me? Like, that's the number one criteria. I've
And
lost a
I'm trying to win,
You're
but I'm
trying
trying
to
to work
win.
with you.
Yes. There was a
Trying to win.
session. I'm going to link it to you real quick. There was a session that Dr. K had that, there's one takeaway from this that I think you would really enjoy. I'll link
Yeah,
it
I'm
to
looking for.
Twitch chat as well. Let me look for
And I
it.
think that when people feel like they are
That's not
behind,
my goal. Dr. K, Squeaks, and Ludwig. Did you watch this? Have you seen this? The Squeaks and Ludwig stream with Dr. K?
I think so. Do I
It
share my
is.
screen, Dota screen, or
No, no, no. I'm just gonna send it to you.
it doesn't?
It's There's more to it, I think. Oh, yeah, okay, there, this is it. This is like two gamer guys getting in a dispute, and they're like good friends, and you just see like the dynamics of them trying to be right, and Dr. K talking about this. And for me, it's an incredibly lighthearted, hilarious example of Dr. K doing a good job explaining what happens when you always try to be right. That's what this video is about.
Can I?
Yeah.
I also had a thought about like this game. What kind of question? What kind of teammates do you want in your games?
Yeah.
What kind of people you want in your games? Like real life.
I'm sorry, I just got distracted by something. What's your question?
Yeah. What kind of people you want to be your teammates in Dota? You know, who because what I'm thinking, like if I want to win a game of Dota, like I want aggressive, I want killers, I want 50 minutes snowball, win the game. So I think like this kind of approach also needs some, I don't know, aggressive aggression or some.
It's interesting that you asked the question and your default goes to like what you answered for me is what your playstyle is. For me, that's not.
Yeah.
That's not like that's not like what a question I would ask in terms of the people I want on my team, because you're talking about their. So for me, here's how, and I really do have to go, but I'm going to answer this question and then we're going to call it. For me, when you're working with somebody whose goal is not to be right, you can have differences in opinions and make it work anyways. It's not going to be optimal. Like, if I'm more aggressive and this person's more of a passive player, it's not perfect synergy by any stretch. Like, don't get me wrong, it is ideal that you have similar playstyles. But if neither of us thinks that way, then what happens is you make it work. You just figure it out. You're like, you'll notice, oh, that guy's playing a bit more passive, so you'll tone down your aggression. And he'll notice, that guy's playing a bit more aggressive than I usually like to play. I'll play a bit more aggressive. And then you kind of meet in the middle. And even though it's not perfect, you like found a solution where you're like, oh, I'll adjust a little bit to that guy and he adjusts a little bit to me. And that's what happens when people don't care about being right. Like that's what happens. You'll see it in the video I sent you, in the Sweeks video I sent you. It's like they literally were arguing about, do we do it this way or do we do it that way? Dr. K got them to like talk about what their perspective was, and then they met in the middle and they were both happy. But like that's what, like if you ask me what type of teammates I just want teammates that don't insist on being right or wrong. Like I'm saying like that's my one criteria. Like if the second that I detect a guy is trying to like out ego me, I'm just like, okay, man, that's fine. Like you can do your thing. Like I'm just not really gonna work with them anymore. I'm not gonna purposely avoid them, but I'm not gonna like try to communicate to them, or I'm not gonna try to like, make it work. I'm just gonna observe what they're doing in the game and then try my best. But like, I know you don't necessarily resonate with try your best, but the point is that like that's my criteria for not working with somebody, is just they clearly want to be right rather than win this game. And this is a vast majority of people in my experience.
It's hard for me. So how can you communicate then? Because it's hard for me to communicate without saying to do something.
Yeah,
else?
The best thing you can do in terms of communication, but you're steps away from this, because I think you first need to learn how to play the game without communicating. Because what happens when you do that is you learn what you want to do in the game, ignoring other players, like what they're thinking. You just play your own game optimally. And then what happens is once you
honestly, it makes sense when carry, but we play support, still the same.
Yeah, you can still do it on support. It's not going to be as effective for sure. It'll work better on carry, but you can still do this on support. You can definitely play the game muted. Okay. It's not ideal, but you can. But the point is that what happens is you learn to play optimally on your own, and then the next step is to state what you would like to do. Like, hey team, let's go smoke Roche from mid tier 2. And then nobody does it, and you're like, okay, nobody did it. Go next. Like, what do I do now? Like, that's just what you have to do. Like, the thing is, if I don't say, hey, everybody, group around tier 2 tower and smoke to Roche, if I don't say that, Nobody's going to smoke a tier 2 tower and go Roche. But if I do say it, there's an X% chance that they listen. Like, above 20%, you know? Like, sometimes
What
in
about
certain...
the ego sync? Maybe
What do you mean? What do you
when
mean?
you say, let's smoke, they think, oh, this guy's smarter than me. He tells me to smoke. What about that?
I mean, the thing is, if you can't control the guy's reaction. Like,
So, okay.
If the guy responds in an ego way, like that it's not ideal. People do. I mean, the thing I've learned is that I can communicate as best I can, and people will still perceive what I do as like threatening. Like they'll still think I'm trying to be right. The thing is that people
Yes,
will
yes, and
project
they
what
do
you're...
it the opposite, or they try to undermine you in some way. Like, no, it's wrong, and I'll show you how it's wrong, and
I
then
mean,
I'll feed
very,
and lose the
very, in
game.
my experience, ever since I got better at communication, very rarely does that thing happen to me. So, like, I'll just say that if other people are detecting that you're trying to be right, they'll try to be right as well. It's more likely. I'll tell you that much.
That's like unsettling. You know, it gives me shivers.
People are infectious the way they behave, man. When one person gets angry, most other people will also get angry in the conversation. Like, when one person gets
Sure.
angry, most people will either get angry or scared or something. Like, they'll respond with a very strong emotion. So,
Sure,
like,
sure. In real life.
yeah,
But not in
I'm talking about
a
in real life.
game.
Yeah, I'm talking
Not a
about in real life.
game. Why in a game they should? There should be ego. There should be, you know, this knows better. This knows better. Whatever is saying, do that. Or whoever is saying something, do that. If it works, then do something else. What something else is saying, or not just I do what
I'm
I
wondering
do.
why you think the game is so different from real life, but I really do have to go. Why is the game so different? It's just another human interaction. Humans are humans.
Because it's more because it's more aggressive. It's like it's not kindergarten here. It's not like I don't know, like a off lane game. You know, you go and chill. This is Dota. This is very competitive. This is especially ranked. When you play ranked, whoa, holy shit! When you play ranked, if I see a guy, I learned this hero now in ranked. In ranked, he learns the hero. What do I say then? I'm still happy. I should be happy. Hey, I waste 40 minutes. He learns the game, learns the hero, right?
Hey man, I'm gonna cut the session off here because it's keeps
Yep.
dragging on. I've enjoyed this talk a lot, and I don't want it to like I just have to cut us off here.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
I
I
read the
enjoyed it.
Twitch chat after this. Everybody
Yeah,
hates me, I guess, or something.
it might
I
be
don't know.
best that you don't do that, but
I'm brave. God bless.
yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you for everything. That was
you
very
guys are
nice.
looking at my fucking chats. I just realized that Twitch chat sees my fucking stream. Oh well, see you guys later. Bye bye.